Hi, my name is Jim Sheridan, Member of Parliament for Paisley and Renfrewshire North, and I'm delighted to be here today speaking to my colleagues in Unite the Union.
Tell us about some of the work you undertake as Chair of the Unite Parliamentary Group.
Well, first of all, it's about liaison with the political department of Unite to make sure that we are taking on board what the issues are, what the big issues for the Union, to ensure that we articulate and put them forward in Parliament and make sure the ministers of whatever government just understand the difficulties that people are facing at the workplace, and that's the role of the trade unions, and that's why we have a parliamentary group at Westminster Unite the Union, and I chair that group, and we meet on a regular basis to hear what the views, not just of the Union, but also hear what the views of the Unite parliamentarians as well.
You've been particularly busy as of late on the Culture, Media and Sport Committee. In your opinion, how will the phone hacking scandal change politics, media and the country in general?
Well, hopefully it breaks the link with the elite of our political system meeting with the elite of our media and press moguls as well. There's far too many cosy conversations going on, people going in back doors, etc. And that's got to stop. For the sake of democracy, I think these kind of meetings have to be transparent and people know exactly who our senior politicians are speaking to. It's important that politicians speak to the media, but that should be open, transparent, and we know exactly what they're talking about.
We're going through an extremely turbulent economic climate, and it does seem likely it will get worse before it gets better. So what do you think are the issues of immediate concern for working people, not only in Scotland but across the UK?
Throughout the UK, and I'm picking it up, is people are absolutely terrified of losing their jobs. And that's, for me, that's the major role of the trade unions, is to argue and articulate the case to employers to keep the employees going. Try and invest in British workers. Make sure that where our British jobs are, that we can make sure that British workers are available to get these jobs. But most importantly is for companies to invest in British manufacturing, and for the government to do all they can in terms of procurement processes to make sure where there's manufacturing work, or indeed any kind of work, it goes to British companies and they get first tender.
You're a rare breed of politician now, one that has actually progressed from the workplace to Parliament. Tell us about your development from the workplace to Westminster and the role of your trade union in your progress.
Yeah. Well, I've always been political, my family's always been political, and it was just a natural progression. I was a shop steward, convener in an engineering company. I was there for 15 years, then moved on to become a local councillor, and then the opportunity presented itself to become a Member of Parliament. I didn't set out in life to become a Member of Parliament, just the way that events turned out. But you're absolutely right, the pendulum has swung too far towards the sort of university research politician type persons, and we've lost, and underline the word lost, we've lost the ability to encourage people from a non-educational or non-university type background to come and join us in politics. You know, we need people of all disciplines in politics, and we need particularly more women in politics as well. So it's important that we get people from various backgrounds and we stop this drift for politics will become just the plaything of the academics.
Touching on that subject there of the lost generations of working people going into politics, again looking ahead, what do you think the future relationship should be for trade unions and politicians and politics in general?
I think we must continue to have the dialogue between the trade unions and the politicians. That's vitally important. There are people, both within the trade union movement and within the Labour Party movement, who would like to see the link being broken between the trade unions and the Labour Party. I think that would be a major, major disaster. The Labour Party was founded by the trade unions, it should stay by the trade unions, that's the important thing. But we need people to get involved, not just in the Labour Party, but we need people involved in the trade unions as well. It's a difficult job being a shop steward at the workplace, but it's a very rewarding job, it's a very demanding job, and you do get reward from in terms of self-development, self-satisfaction. So it's important that we encourage particularly young people to get involved. And I get somewhat frustrated when people tell me that young people are not interested in politics. My experience, and I've just met with 2 members of the Scottish Youth Parliament, my experience of speaking to young people, they're very interested in politics, but they want to make sure their voices is heard. And I think that's the important thing where trade unions comes in. Trade unions need to make sure that politicians are listening to what the arguments are, and that's, you know, that's to me, that's what trade unions are about.